So good. It's been a good week. We had a good walkthrough today, and looking forward to our last run through tomorrow. But the guys are focused and excited, and we're ready for a great challenge here this week.
I know with the young team, after a big win, coaches always worry about it. Guys making sure they have their heads on straight and look ahead to the next game and focus. Have they done that this week?
They have, for the most part. We're they're young guys and constantly need reminded of things, but that's what we're here for. And so overall, I've been pleased.
When they need reminding, how do you remind them?
Oh, we have our ways. So, yeah. I'm glad I didn't talk to you yesterday. And,
Okay.
but yeah, it was all right. I mean, it was just okay. But it's never going to be perfect. I really do feel good about the week. I felt like we learned from week 2 from week 1. It started on Monday. I didn't feel like we had a great Monday, the South Carolina week, and really, got on them then, and so we were better. We were a little more focused early in the week. I thought Monday and Tuesday were really good. Wednesday was, it was okay. It had its ups and downs, but that's what we're out there practicing for. Today was good for the most part, but we just. We're all just trying to do the very best we can and stay focused, and but also be on that attack mode and be ready to play.
How often does that correlate the way that you feel in practice to how they play on Saturdays? Is it more often than not?
Yeah, more often than not. More often than not, yeah.
What about, I think it was last year, you said, maybe 2 years ago, I can't remember, you said whatever the spread is, it's not big enough, and then you guys went out and actually played pretty
Yeah,
good.
well, fortunately we were able to grab them and get their attention and get them refocused because that's how I felt at the time. I wouldn't have said it, So, like I said, most of the time it correlates that way. How you practice is how you play. We win the games throughout the week. You obviously have to go out and make plays, and we have a lot of individual plays that happen, and we need to make happen. But in general, when you got a good game plan and the guys go out there and execute it and they understand it and are where they need to be and play to their ability, then I like our chances. If we don't, then we don't have a very good chance.
It might be my imagination, but it seems like you're in the offensive huddles more than you have been in the last couple of years. Is that by design?
I'm certainly not calling plays, but helping them manage the game and making sure we're all on the same page and just trying to, like I said, just trying to manage the game. Whether it be runs or having him completely understand what's going on with the defense and what we need to do, whether we need to run the ball a little bit, get a few first downs, when to take shots, timeouts, just all those things. Coach Dawson's done a great job of play calling. I've been very happy, and so we just got to go execute.
On Tuesday, the offensive coaches made it sound like Horton was fine and he'd be back. Is that what you're
Yeah,
doing so far?
yeah, we expect him to be out there playing.
What have you thought about, just it's a sort of a small sample size for him, but he ends the first game on a huge run. He starts the second game with a pretty big-time run. I mean, does he look like a different guy to you so far in this season?
I was pleased. We obviously I commented on it after the game and I think on Monday, but I think he was set to have a big game last week at South Carolina, and maybe it was coming off the big run that gave him some confidence or whatever it is, but we've been talking about him. We feel like we have some good backs, and he's a little different, so it would be good to have him out there.
Florida, they've got some good tight ends, and they've used them quite a bit in the first 2 games. What kind of challenges does that present for you guys?
Yeah, a lot like last week, and he hurt us a few times last week. Tight ends are always like that. I mean, you got guys that could get down the field and stretch you and mismatches, and they like to use tight ends. That's what Coach Mack has done, with getting in their big sets and their 12 sets and different things and moving their tight ends around and, with the combination of the run and pass. So, we have to be ready for all of it.
Mark, they're giving up next to nothing in the rushing game so far.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a good challenge for your guys? Do you think they see that as a good?
Absolutely. They're always tough and physical up front, and they're very quick off the ball. They have good cover guys, so they can load the box quite a bit and challenge you. So they've been good defensively. Minus 13 yards rushing last week is pretty impressive. So it's a stout group, and we always are. It's week to week, right? I mean, we know what we're going to get in this league. It's always a challenge, but that's why we're working hard to have some balance.
Mark, I think you mentioned Monday that Nico was a little banged up. Is he
Yeah, he'll be questionable for this game. You know, he could play, but we have some other guys ready.
How big, I know you can't talk specifically about recruits, but how big is this weekend for you guys as far as having almost, I think, all of them here and,
Yeah.
and keeping that class going?
It's always important. You know, I think it'll be fun. It'll be a great environment. We always like getting our players on campus, the commits, and the guys we're actively recruiting. We love having them on campus. It'll be a big day. The room will be full, and hopefully we'll play well because I know the guys are excited, and so it's always big. But this week, you know, with playing Florida at home, and first SEC game at home in the new stadium, it'll be big. Yeah.
So nice to maybe get that.
I'm rambling, huh?
Kind of first full go for that recruiting room out there too to see how that's going.
Yeah, I think it'll be the first time it's totally done. Last week or 2 weeks ago, we were really scrambling to get things done, but it worked. So yeah, it's a nice facility and a nice spot for us.
Do you use last year at all in any way to motivate them, or do they use it? Do you show them that footage and say this is how close we were?
No. Win or lose. I mean, like I said to you many times, if they want to use that, if they get motivation out of it, so be it. But last year was last year. This year's this year. So yeah.
In the progression for the program that you've spoken about, how important is it, defending home turf?
It's always, every game's important to us. I think you know that, I know that, our players know that. You only have so many opportunities, and that's what we like to talk about. We have a great opportunity this week against a team with a lot of pride and a lot of tradition, and I just want to see us give our best shot, because I think we could play a lot better than we did the first 2 weeks, and I'm looking forward to see if we could do that.
I think I asked you about Boone the other day about that Florida game being sort of the first glimpse of his ability, but with Garrett Johnson, he sort of came out of nowhere in that game, and we didn't see that really from him the rest of the year. Was that sort of an eye-opener to you, what you had in him, and do you see that player more consistently now in his second?
Yeah, we definitely see him more now. I mean, we've known he's a big play guy, and we see it in practice all the time. You never know what's going to come in games, who's going to get the big shots, and when the quarterback sees it and hits it and all those things. He's a big play guy and very good receiver. What happens by the numbers week to week, we have several guys that we feel confident in, and so the ball's going to be spread around. So you never know who's going to have the big one, big game or big catch.
You mentioned Coach. I'm sorry, go ahead.
How's Jason Hatcher practice this week?
Yeah, he's done a good job. Yeah, it'll be good to have him back.
You mentioned Coach Mack. How well do you know him, and do you know many? It's a new Florida staff. Do you know many of those guys?
No, not very well. Just from the meetings and all that, and I have great respect for him and watched him, throughout his career, and watched his teams, whether it be on TV or tape, and know what kind of quality coach he is, along with the rest of his staff. So he's been around, been very successful, and you could see that, and you could see the plays set up on both sides of the ball and on special teams. So we know what we're in for.
Do you have a pressure aside from just winning the game, sort of in another sellout crowd, and you wanted the fans to show up, and year 3, building this program to that, how important this one would be just to the fans?
Yeah, it is important. I've touched on that, and again, I haven't shied away from that early, in the first game, and with opening the stadium, and I was glad to get that one over with. Now I don't feel as much now. Just that your normal day-to-day pressure. If you always want to perform and you want to put out a quality product, and our players want to play well, so that's why we work hard during the week to make sure we're doing the right things and move the program forward. So now I really just want to go out there and I want to play to the best of our ability. That's what I'm looking for, and I can live with the results if they get our best shot and we play our best game.
I know you want a clean game every time, but is it even more so in a game like this? They have so much athletic ability, not to give them free plays or free shots. I
think that's a big point this week of just playing a clean game, playing a complete game, and it's going to be very important. Yeah.
Everybody good?
Well, thank you. Yep, take care. All right.